Hello, and welcome to this tutorial video on billing in the MNT Assistant. I'm Andy, and I'm going to be taking you through how to send claims, how to insert payments, and insurance payments, patient payments, bill patients, just do all the things you do with billing. So I'm going to start where we left off in the last video with after doing the session notes with the patient. So we created a claim right down here, and I can open that up here, or I can go into the patient billing section and it'll list off all the different patient billed items in one place, all the different claims, all the patient payments. So if I just double click on this, it'll open up the claim, and here's the claim. So it's laid out just like the CMS 1500 form is. So if you want to edit it, you can, and we'll want to print this out and mail it, or we can send it electronically, and I'll go through each one. So up here is the button for printing. So if I want to print this, click it. It says, will you be using this to print out as a claim? Yes. Or if for your own records? No. So basically what this means is, if I'm using this to print a claim and send it into the insurance company, then I want to click yes because I'm submitting it. If I'm just using it for my own record, or I want to print it for my own thing, then I click no. That tells the system, that it's been submitted. So I'll click yes. Okay. And this Microsoft Word permission thing usually comes up. So it'll open up in Word. Okay. So this is what comes up. But sometimes on your screen it might not come up like this, because the background here, the CMS 1500 form, is usually hidden, but on my Word I have it set to show hidden. So if I go into here, and if you go to usually advanced or display, you go hidden text, but I don't have it print hidden text. You can click print hidden text, show it or not. So this is what usually comes up, and so as you can see, I can print it with, just like this, all the information I need, and then you put a CMS 1500 form in your printer and print it out, and it'll have all the information, or you can show hidden and print it, and then it'll print on regular paper. But the insurance company usually requires the form to actually do that. Okay, so now we'll see that it's been submitted on this date, and that's that for the patient. So if we go to search, okay, claims, I'll show you how to submit it electronically. Okay, so if you click down here under electronically submit claims, it'll come up, and there won't be any to submit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unsubmit the one today. This one was submitted today. I'm going to resubmit it. Okay. Now it's ready to submit. If you click this, there should be one ready to go. Okay. So this is the directory and path that the file will be exported to. And then I'll upload this to Office Ally. Now Office Ally is a free clearinghouse that you can use, and our system integrates with them, and they send it to all the different insurance companies. But some insurance companies do require you to pre-enroll for you as a provider to submit to them, or for electronic submission, which is what you'd require to do on Office Ally. And if you go to their website, they'll have a list of how to do it for each one, and if it requires it or not. And so you can go on there and you can look and see. So we click export, yes. So just wait a moment, it'll create a file. And if you have many different claims to export, you don't have to do one at a time. You just do, maybe this once every few days or something. And then you have a list of them. And okay, so that has been exported. And so then we'll go over here to Office Ally. So I've logged in already, and this is what happens when you log in to Office Ally. And if you click Upload Claim here, upload HCFA. Okay, and then we click Select File. Okay, and then we'll select the file, and then you just click upload after you selected it. Okay? And later you can go back here and go inventory reporting or view claim history, and that'll allow you to see if they've accepted it, because usually Office Ally has to accept it, and then the insurance company will a lot of times give you an initial acceptance back if all the fields are filled in correctly. And then if you're with Medicare or some of the big insurance companies, you can download the EOB from Office Ally too. Otherwise you get it in the mail. Alright? Okay, well let's go back to the MNT Assistant. Okay, so if we go to payments, so after you've submitted the claim and EOB, you're going to get, or the claim, you're going to get an EOB in the mail, and with a check, hopefully, and that'll explain what you've been paid, why, different things like that. So what we want to do to enter an EOB in, you can enter, if you have a lot of claims, then you probably get an EOB with multiple patient payments on it, but it's one check. So how do you enter that all into the MNT Assistant? So what you want to do is you want to enter new payment from the search payments area, and this will allow you to attach many patient payments to one payment. So I'll show you what I mean. So you select an insurance company. So there's a patient payment or insurance. It's an insurance. Okay. Then you select the insurance company. Okay. So we're going to do Cigna, I believe. Payment date. So what's the date on the payment? So it's probably a few days beforehand. Okay. What type is it? Is it check? You can put the check number in. Okay. Looks like this. And the amount. Okay. So let's say we have that. So then you click Create. So we've created this payment. And then what we'll want to do is we'll want to apply it. So we're going to apply the payment. And then it has here, okay, who we're going to apply it to. So then we go here and you can search for the patient here, or show all. It shows all the patients in your database. So we're going to search for them. Okay. Here we go. Click Select. Comes up, and then this should be a list of all the different billed items the patient has that isn't zero. So you have $135 that Joe owes. Okay? And so then on my EOB here, the patient, they paid $50, but they're adjusting $20 off because, it's $135 that I owe. I think it was initial of $150. Patient co-paid $15, and that was right. And then they took $20 off, so minus 20 off. Status, okay, so this is now patient responsibility, because now we'll have, this will be $50, because that's, we have balance of $115 now, so we've unapplied a $50 from the payment, so now we'll have $50, and then if we want to, after we create it, we'll click Create. Okay. So now that it's there, so we have a balance of $65 left on this patient's bill, and we can add a note here for this patient and have it say, patient responsible for remainder. Okay? So just creating a little note there. I like to have notes if the insurance company pays it completely and just adjusts a little bit. I usually don't leave a note, but if there's any sort of thing that's patient responsibility or anything like that, I like to add a note and put it in, basically put what they put in the EOB in the patient note here in the MNT Assistant. Okay, so I click X. Now we have this patient completely applied. It's nothing left. And so we're ready to go. Okay, so now if we go back to this patient, search form here, open them up. Okay, so I'm going to go to their billing, and we notice we have this billed item, adjustment, -20, payment $65, patient responsibility. Click statement, so I can select this and do a super bill, okay, and that would bill the patient for this one item. But if I usually have a lot of items, I can click a statement, I can mail this to them. then they can pay with credit card and things like that. So that's what we want to do. We're going to mail a statement to the patient and have them pay for it. Okay, and I can write a custom note here. So, and I can maybe say like, you know, insurance requires patient to pay remainder. And if I have Visa, MasterCard, Discover, if I'm doing credit card, then I can check these. Maybe I don't do Discover. 30 days after service, I want to, you know, have them do that. And date ranges, if, you know, you have tons and tons of billed items, you can only do a certain date range of what you want to bill them for. Let me click Statement. And this will create a statement to mail to the patient, okay? And so here we have a statement, and it has a date and their ID number and a little note we had. And so this is, if you have a 2-windowed envelope, you fold this into thirds and these fit exactly there. And you have your practices information, his information, the billing stuff right here. That they detach this and mail it back to you. Your phone number and fax if it's there. Stuff for credit card, when it's due, and everything that you need. So you just click print or save it as PDF. And that's that. So that's it as far as billing goes. And let's say that you want to figure out, okay, how's your practice doing? So I want to see, you know, which claims have been paid, or which, you know, EOBs am I waiting for? You know, where am I at with my business? You know, I don't want to fall behind with, you know, certain things that aren't paid. So you click Report Center, do a patient billing report. So this is going to give me everything of what patient has, you know, owes and what's been sent in claim-wise and everything. So I click Claim. I want to have all submitted claims. Balance is in collection or paid. So this basically means if there's a balance of greater than 0. And a date range. So I can say this month, this today, specify. If you're usually looking for EOBs you're waiting for, then you would click anything before maybe the last month, because anything, you know, that you've sent in the last month is probably still in the process. And so we want to click maybe, let's go a month ago, so like maybe the 16th of last month. And then I click Report, or I can export it to Excel and look at it. And this will give me a view of, you know, all the different, you know, if it comes up with people, then it's going to show me who I'm waiting for claims and why, and it'll show you patient notes and everything like that. So, all right, well, thank you. I hope this really helps you in doing billing for the MNT Assistant.